I'm Sam O'Brien. I'm an editor at Gastro Obscura, and I'm here at the Goffstown Giant Pumpkin Weigh-In and Regatta. And this weekend we are going to be building giant boats out of pumpkins and racing them down the river. Right now, everyone is bringing in the giant pumpkins one by one to be weighed so we can see who wins biggest pumpkin.
Okay, my name's Jim Boschman, and I grew up in Goffstown, been growing giant pumpkins for 22 years, and my goal 19 years ago was to get one final use out of these giant pumpkins. I went to the town and I said, let's put a festival together, and I told them my idea about doing the boat race, and they all looked at each other and they said, you guys serious? Welcome to the 19th annual New Hampshire Giant Pumpkin Growers Association. Giant pumpkin weigh off, let's hear it. Mine's 1,100 pound pumpkin over there, and that's part of what we do it for, and from the beginning, hopefully it makes it here for a boat. Tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock, I'll walk down this street, and I'm excited to see the people come together, the smiles on the faces, and you'll see people once a year, and this is where you'll see them. People come up to me and say their kids and their aunts and uncles plan their vacation around this weekend. We've made Goffstown a destination for many. These giant pumpkins will be hauled out, made into boats, and they'll be raced down the Piscataquag River.
There's a bit of tension. I think people are excited, but I think people also take this very seriously because they've been doing this for a long time.
Pumpkins are not designed like boats. So when you're looking for a pumpkin, if you look at these and you think, oh, I could do a really great design on that, or a really great design here, then you have to think of how much water is this thing displacing if I want to win the race.
Yeah.
So you generally look for something that might have a little keel on it and that you can control the weight on. You're a much smaller person, so you can be in a smaller pumpkin and fit nicely in that.
I don't know what it was. I think it's just, who knows?
Everyone here is building their very own pumpkin boat to race down the river over there tomorrow. It's a Nightmare Before Christmas theme, so we're going for a ghost ship approach with Zero the dog on top. First you cut a hole in the pumpkin, and then you scoop out the guts and the seeds, and you take the seeds and you give them back to the farmer so that he can grow another giant pumpkin next year. And then after we did all of that, we affixed our toilet seat to it, which is this wooden plank right here. And this is basically like what we'll be attaching the motor to, and I'll probably be sitting up here. And then we have painted our pumpkin white because it's going to be sort of a ghost ship, but we haven't put the final piece on it. That is going to come up when we have waited for the paint to dry.
So why don't you start stapling?
Just like right here. I feel good. Like, I'm a smaller person, so this feels more manageable to me than a giant 1,000-pound pumpkin.
I'm going to share something with you that I learned from doing it for years, you guys. With the motors, you can overcompensate. You know, you're going to the left, and you don't want to go to the left, you go to the right, and pretty soon you're going in circles.
Can I step just on here? Okay. I don't feel great. I realize I'm much worse at this than I thought I would be. So yeah, I'm a little nervous that I'm just gonna spend the entire race spinning, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm glad I got the practice session in though. I'm excited to see everybody in their costumes and in their boats all together. As ready as I'll ever be. Alrighty. Thank you.
Watch out for that bolt there on your butt.
You ready to start?
Yeah.
You're going to do great. It's no problem at all. Rotation-wise, you got professional.
No, I want my dignity, Mandy. Come on.
Oh, you gave up that as soon as you got into pumpkin.
I could just paddle away.
Not right here.
Okay.
So once again, we're going to wait for our fire department boat to give you the high wave sign.
I'm gonna crash into you. Shit, I'm taking on so much water.
Let the race begin!
I could fly away. Let's see. Let's see how far I can go. Oh man, that sunk immediately.
Let's have a big round of applause for all our racers today.
I'm so sorry you're not.
It sunk immediately.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. You put on a good show.
I tried to paddle it even as it was sinking.
You weren't giving up the ship?
No! I lost a boot. It was all over pretty quickly. The boat filled with water. We were slowly going down, me and Zero. His little pumpkin nose was dipping into the water. I was still trying to paddle because I'm a competitor and I wanted to win, but the fire department insisted on pulling me out of the water and into their raft. My sad little boat is still out there, dead. It was really fun regardless. I had fun building the boat, I had fun making new friends. It's unlike anything I've ever done. I've never driven a pumpkin boat and I've never sunk in a pumpkin boat. I went down with my ship. That's valiant. That's the best thing a captain can do. So I'm proud of myself. I did my best. Beware for next year because I'm coming back. I'm going to build a better pumpkin and I'm going to try to stay afloat for at least 5 minutes.